Hi guys, I'm Sheila Shimmers and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a kind of neon look, so I thought it would be perfect to bring out my little neon top. And this video is going to be about this Huda Beauty neon palette. She recently came out with 3 neon palettes. I chose the green one, but she also has a pink and an orange one. It's going to be a really exciting video because I'm really into neon things lately. Neon clothing, neon eyeliners, neon eyeshadow apparently. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing what look I create with this palette, then just keep on watching. And before we do that, don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, and let's just go ahead and get started. So she did create 3 little squares like this one. This is kind of a thing that she kind of has with her brand. She has a lot of square eyeshadows like this one. I do have 2 of them. They kind of have a more matte packaging, but this one is all plastic. The other ones seem to be a little bit more of a softer material. These ones are all plastic and you can kind of touch the embossing where it says neon and Huda Beauty. Well, I think she did an amazing job with the packaging for this ones. I feel like they're so cool and kind of like reflective. Just super cool. This one is green, obviously. The orange is obviously orange, and the pink is obviously pink. I feel like when I saw them, it was kind of an impulse buy because I thought they were going to sell out, and I went with the green one, but after I bought it, I was like, what was I doing? I should have gone for the orange one, but we're here, and we're going to review it, and yeah. First, you can see that it says neon over there, Huda Beauty over here, and when you open it, it does have a little mirror over here, and you have your shadows. So it retails for $29. They're all kind of different. This one has 3 mattes, 3 shimmers, and then 2 metallic shades. I feel like that's not the same for all 3, so you can go ahead on Sephora and just look up, you know, the definition and description of all of them. But yeah, this is how it looks like over here. Really, really cute. Packaging is amazing as always, and I feel like the thing with this one is that you don't really know what you want to use here. Like, it's hard to put looks together, and obviously you're not going to wear neon eyeshadow everywhere, so it's definitely something to play with and, you know, just something a little bit more fun. So I thought it'd be great to add to my collection. I don't think I have many shadows like this, so I'm super excited. I'm going to do some swatches at least of the 2 metallic ones. So she has this one that's kind of a blue brownish, and then she has the other one that's kind of a more, I think both of them are kind of monochromatic. So you have this one that's kind of like blue-brown, and then this one that's, I think it's like a coral. I don't know really, but I think they look really, really cool. So I'm excited, and they're definitely very shimmery because you can see my arm right there. All shadows bring 0.05 ounces, and you get 9 eyeshadows within the palette. The finishes ranges from which palette you're choosing. So I felt like the orange one was actually the one right up my alley, but I don't know, maybe I'll like just mix the neon green and then the neon orange if I do end up getting it, depending on my thoughts on this one. Just because I feel like I need a little bit more color in this. I feel like I really like that she put the 2 neon green mattes, but I don't think this coral is just deep enough. I felt like I was missing just one more matte that was a little darker. That's not to say that I might end up really, really liking this. So that's just my first impression or my first thought on you know, what I wish this looked like. So let's just go ahead and get started, see what look I come up with. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, but we shall see. I feel like first shade I'm going to be using is this one over here. They do not have names on them, so it's just the lighter neon on the palette. And I'm just going to be taking that. That is a matte one. And I'm going to be placing it on my transition, or as my transition shade. This one looks very chalky and not in a good way. It's kind of like not even blending well on my eyes. And I do not know what's happening right there. But it's kind of like picking up my concealer, which is weird. It just feels very like chalky. I'm going to come a little closer and you can see how like, it's making me like look very dry. So not a good look to start with, but maybe we can fix that. So obviously I feel like we need to darken this a little bit, so I'm going to go with the next shade, which is this one over here. And that is just a darker neon green. I'm going to be putting this over top of that. I hope this fixes it. So I feel like the pigmentation of this one is actually pretty nice. And it's blending out really nice too, so that's good. I am getting some kickback, so if you have your makeup already done, which I kind of forgot for some reason, just be careful when you're using them. So I'm going to be dusting my brush. Alright, so I feel like I'm in a place where I am comfortable. It definitely looks very neon on my eyes. So I'm going to be moving on to my next shade. I'm going to be taking this coral shade right here. And I'm going to be placing this on my outer corner. And okay, it's not doing it. Taking more. And still not doing it. Maybe it's my brush. Okay, let me take another brush. Okay, I'm going to be packing it with just another brush because my blending one is just not picking up any product. So hopefully this will work. Guys, I'm not kidding. Like, it's not coming on my, oh, there we go. A little bit. But it just does not want to work. I'm like trying really hard here. Okay, I'm going to try another brush. This doesn't happen to me a lot. This one just doesn't have enough pigment for it to be like the next color. Like, you either get green or you get the coral, and that's just it. But apparently you can't mix them together because it's not going to show up. So I just feel like I'm missing just a darker shade on this to give, like, I don't know, to give the look a little bit more dimension. Like, it can't just be neon and that's it. So maybe her thought behind these is that you can buy, you know, a couple of them and then just mix and match. So maybe that was our thought behind it, and I'm okay with that, but at the same time, like, what if I don't want to spend, you know, what if I don't want to buy two? I don't feel like this is going to get me anywhere. It's just not building up the shadow whatsoever. Like, I've tried 3 different brushes already and just not picking up and not building that pink at all. I really tried here. Alright, so I'm just going to move on to my next shade. I think I'm going to go for something more shimmery. So I think that I'm going to try to do a cut crease. I'm going to be using this Makeup by SARIAS concealer for this. And this one is in the shade Light. This is just not the route that I thought this was going to go. Alright, so I'm going back onto my green shade over here. And I'm just going to be putting this on the outer corner. Let's just forget about that coral that I was trying to use. I'm maybe blending. And now it's creating kind of a hole right there. Do you see that? How it like completely removed. Not having a good time here. It completely removed my shadow from that corner. So I'm going to try to pack it. I think I'm going to go with this one in this corner first, and then we'll darken it a little bit. So I'm going to be putting this over top of that concealer, and this one is kind of like the pinkish one of the palette. I think this is really pretty. But so next I'm going to be going with this one right here, and this one is kind of a chrome color, I think. And I'm going to be applying this right next to it. You just darken it a little bit. This is definitely falling all over my face, but that's okay. I have a lot to say, and it's not good. I'm going back to the neon shade, and I'm just going to try to pack it on the outer corner and just see what happens. I understand that making neon shadows is really hard. I get that, but I'm going to just have to put a little bit of concealer on that corner to see if this would sit over top of that concealer, because it's just not blending well. I just think that I don't struggle this hard other palettes. That's all. And you see what I mean? Like, it just looks like a very flat look because I don't have a darker shade to use. And I don't love that, you know? Obviously, I could be incorporating this with another eyeshadow, but for the purpose of this video, I don't want to do that because I want you guys to see if it's a palette that is really worth it on its own. I'm a bit disappointed, but maybe if we do an eyeliner, I can probably save this. I want to use one of these shades like in the inner corner and one in my brow bone, so maybe we'll do that. So let's start with the brow bone one. I think I'm going to use this one. It's very white. I think it looks like a metallic shade. So, oh, it's like very sparkly. Okay, I get it. So this one has like some glitter on it, I feel like. Really, really sparkly. I feel like that is a really nice shade. If I had known that, I would probably not put it on my brow bone, but we already did that, so I'm just going to spray my brush like this with some Fix Plus, and I'm going to go to that white shade, and we're going to put that on our inner corner. One, so maybe it'll be dark enough to save this. This one is from Fenty Beauty. It comes in one of those trios. And let's just go ahead and do an eyeliner. Oops, that's a lot. Still don't know how I feel about it, but I'm going to apply some mascara, put some lashes on, finish my lips, and then I'll be back to give you guys my final thoughts. Alright guys, full makeup is on. I am going to tell you guys what I really think about this palette, and I don't think you're going to like it. In my opinion, I think that you shouldn't waste your money on this palette. Now this is like only speaking from my experience with it today, and I honestly don't think that I want to try it even again because it just shouldn't perform this way. I mean, $29 is a lot for a palette. It's not a cheap one. It's not a drugstore price, and you only get 9 eyeshadows. You can get so many other ones in the drugstore for the same price, and I just feel like they just didn't perform to what I was expecting from Huda Beauty. I don't know. I have tried their mini palettes before. They are really good. I just feel like this one in particular just didn't do it for me. I feel like the shades, as far as the shimmers, I feel like they're really great, and they look really cute. I could have done with just one neon green. I didn't need this one. This one, it was just really chalky. It didn't really do anything for me. It wasn't a transition shade. It just looked very, very chalky on my eyes. This coral just wasn't dark enough, and it honestly didn't even apply. You guys saw it. I really tried. I used 4 different brushes, and it just wouldn't come on my eyes. In my opinion, I just think that it's really hard to create some looks with this unless you incorporate this with another eyeshadow palette. And I just think that that isn't the point of it. I mean, you are buying a full palette to use by itself. I don't know, this video was really, really disappointing. I don't know about the orange and the pink one because I have seen a lot of people use them on Instagram videos, on YouTube, and a lot of people seem to really like them. So maybe this one is just a bad one of the bunch. If you have this one and you like it, then good for you. It just didn't work out for me at all, and I actually think that I'm going to end up just returning this one. I don't know. I don't want to keep something just to have it, and if you are looking for an option of something with a neon green, I can give you a great option. This one is a Bright Lights Pinky from Pinky Rose Cosmetics, and this is how it looks like. I did do a video on this one, and it has this really pretty green over here. It's not as bright as the one from Huda, but it's definitely going to show up in your eyes. It's going to blend really well, and I don't know. It's just going to perform a lot better. I just think that there are so many other options that you can find for less price. The Pinky Rose one is $25, and you're comparing this one to $29, and this one brings, if not double, of the shadows that come in this. I don't know. It also has glitters on it. So I just don't think, I mean, I feel like they did a really good job with the packaging. The idea is really cool, but it came up short when it comes to performance. Am I happy with the end result of my look? I think I am, but if I didn't have that Fenty eyeliner, I would have probably been, like, it just looked really bare, like nothing to my look. It just didn't look right. So I think this is going to be a pass for me. Sorry if I disappointed you, and if you really like this eyeshadow palette, but you know, makeup is all about perspectives and different, you know, different applications, and just different looks that people like. And just for me, this just didn't work out. So that's it for this video. I'm really bummed that it didn't work out for me, but yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, for sticking around throughout the process of, you know, trying to make this eyes look well today. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so now and like this video, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!